Are you a golfer who's been working on their speed but seeing no progress? Then this video is for you. I'm going to take you through 10 key rules that are essential to adding clubhead speed to your game. So rule number one, when you're training for speed, it's essential you do a dynamic golf-related warm-up. Not only does this reduce the risk of injury, because we know when speed training the injury risk is much greater, but it also primes your body and gets it ready to swing much faster. Rule number two, when you're speed training, make sure that's exactly what you're focusing on. This is not a technical session. Don't get bogged down with what you're trying to work on from a technique perspective unless it's a very clear and dynamic feeling, like a bigger turn. Just focus on moving with maximum effort and swinging the club as hard as you can. Rule number three, always wear a golf glove. This is essential because when we're swinging faster and probably harder for more often than normal, we're naturally going to sweat more. So we don't want our hands getting slippery to the point where we're losing speed because of that limitation. So just wearing a newish glove, something that gives you that extra grip, is going to help maximize that speed. Number four, focus on just swinging in the normal direction that you actually swing in. Some protocols out there focus on swinging both left and right-handed. Stay away from that. Just focus on swinging in your normal direction and see the golf swing as a specific motion to learning speed. Rule number five, and possibly the most important one with speed training, is using a radar to quantify your feel versus the real. If you're not using something to quantify the actual speed numbers, the clubhead speed in particular, this is just a guess. A lot of people in speed training don't use a radar and just feel like they're swinging as fast as possible, but without the feedback, they don't know if they actually are swinging any faster. And then you're not able to measure progress and you're not able to focus on the intent and the feel of what works best for you. Rule number six is have clear expectations. Every speed session is not about getting faster and faster. It's about doing the right things in that speed sessions that we've talked about previously and seeing a linear progression over a long period of time. So at least 6 to 8 weeks, rather than over a week period, have I got faster in that session or is that swing faster than the previous one? That's not realistic. That's not how the body works. That's not how our nervous system works. And it's not how speed training works. Number seven, don't just focus on speed hitting a golf ball. Try and get physically in better condition. This will help you create more force. This will help your body move more efficiently and also focus on some biomechanical principles that we know are related to speed. Utilizing the ground better, bigger movements, bigger turns all play a role here. So if you can have an integrated approach with physical, technical, and intent, the chances of you increasing speed are much greater. Number eight, understand what speed training is. Speed training is like the sport of sprinting over 100 meters versus a long distance marathon run. We want to be doing it with maximum effort, maximum intent with each individual swing, with clear rest, but with the focus on moving with maximum effort throughout. Number nine, you've got to be able to measure your progress long term. That's why having a radar is essential, but also tracking your numbers. That's something you can do on my golf fitness app that can also show you long-term progress, or something as simple as just jotting them down as you go. The PRGR radar is great because it maintains at least 100 shots that you've had from the past so you can go back and see. But what we're looking for is be able to track those numbers so we can see that long-term progression from session to session, shot to shot. And rule number 10, always have rest periods throughout your speed sessions. If you're doing sprinting, you wouldn't just do 100 meters back to back with no rest because you'd get slower. So rest periods, sometimes every couple of shots, maybe a 2-3 minutes rest halfway through the session is going to allow you to maximize your energy and give 100% to the shots and the speed sessions you're doing. So overall, if you're not seeing speed progress, go through that list of 10, tick off the ones that you are doing well and focus more on the ones that are not being applied as best as they could be. To get started though, get that warm up in, reduce that risk of injury, and give yourself the best chance of swinging as fast as you can. Check out this video next. That will get you going.